What is happening, everybody? It is Friday. It's the first Friday of the new year. I'm your host, the Appalachian American, and I'm here to have a good time. With me, as always, my buddy. He's not on camera, and he should be. I don't know why he's not on camera.
I'm messing with my headset.
Oh, okay. Well, he's right here. Tommy Gunn.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? I hope you're having a good Friday. Let's get this show going.
And joining us on camera, Dr. Coffee Nails.
Howdy. I just had a steak dinner and I'm still hungry. I may have a problem.
That man chuckling in the background, I think, is my buddy, the King's Advisor. Oh, wait, I did the wrong button. Oops, hold on, right here.
Howdy.
Kicking it in the clutch is the man, the myth, the legend, Brian Late.
Who's muted?
Oh, that Brian.
Man, Late is totally anus. The Podcasting Dead says, yay. Matt Whitaker says first. Actually, more like third. Sorry. You guys, I'm pretty sure y'all have links for tonight if y'all want to join us, Justin and or Matt. But yeah, man, it has been a day. David is still on a train, and he will be joining us shortly, I think. Look at Tommy Gunn on a camera.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I hit the wrong button every time.
Is that the new soundboard?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking to get one of those.
Dude, it is incredible. I got the Rodecaster Pro 1. And my buddy Justin, he got Rodecaster 2.
So what all can you do with them? Because I'm just looking for something to do sound clip things.
Dude, I mean it's impeccable. Like you could do the whole. I've got 4 channels of like XLR mic, which I don't really have anything. I mean, last week, me and Tommy were run through my board, and then Tommy's like picture was muted, and his sound was coming through on my side.
Yeah.
So like because we were in the same room last week.
Okay.
But as far as, I mean, like you can do all kinds of stuff. There's sound banks. You can connect your phone Bluetooth. We tried calling Lape last week. We actually talked to him on the telephone through the Rodecaster Pro.
We are not sponsored.
No, I wish we were.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, how much was that?
Well, see, I bought it from a friend.
Okay.
Yeah, you can buy them brand new on Amazon. I think it's the cheapest I found it for like almost $500.
Okay, so the thing I was looking at is like I think 120, and it looks like it's just literally sound clips, which is
428 is what you can buy brand new.
Okay.
If you will go to the private chat.
Yeah.
Right. Meow. It'll be there.
But like when you're hooked up to that, you hear yourself in the headphones, and it just sounds so much better.
Oh yeah, dude, it's so crystal. I cannot wait for Tommy to come back up here, and we can go over it. All right, so this is what I've got.
Yeah.
So
the thing I'm looking at is called an Elgato Stream Deck. And
that is what I have right here.
Yeah, as I understand it, that's just the sound clips, right?
I would not advise that. I had this previously. All right, this I've been running a sound deck. Oh, here he is, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Justin.
My own applause, but thank you.
Brother, I've got it, man. I am the
What's up, fellas?
What's happening, man?
Oh, just chilling. Getting
So-
over multiple sicknesses and
You know what?
finally-
I think I finally caught one.
It's almost like it's normal to get sick this time of year.
Well, I had the flu, influenza B for a week and a half. Had 2 days off from that. Got a little vacation before getting COVID, and actually, COVID kicked my butt.
Can you guys
See,
hear me?
I've had it twice, and it wasn't bad either time.
Yeah,
That's
dog, we hear you.
lucky you. My knuckles swole up. My back
Ooh,
hurt.
we got some
Shit.
echo.
Don't tell me it's me again.
Are you wearing headphones, Caleb?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't
Oh
know.
my
Let me
Headphones.
cut my volume off. See if that helps.
It's Matt's phone. Matt's using his phone for a camera.
Oh, take
The headphone jack.
the headphone. Yeah,
He's
plug
good
something in.
now.
Yeah.
He turned
Okay.
it down. so
I
it should-
muted the mic
it should
on
be.
the phone and then
All right, cool.
turned down the volume.
All right,
My
sweet.
God, there's so many people in here.
I know, man. This is awesome.
I don't feel like I've. Where's Brian late? Oh my God, how long is it going to be till he leaves?
3 minutes.
He'll probably leave at like 10:30 because he'll say he has ski patrol.
Ski patrol.
Yeah,
So
he
I-
skis.
Beach Patrol.
I got a question now. So Justin's sick.
No, I'm no. Justin was sick. Justin
So
is
Justin
no
was
longer
sick, and Seth feels a little sick. What did you do to get that sound deck, Seth?
Well, you know, I opened up my wallet and handed out $300 bills.
Oh, we totally made out. I gave him COVID
Well, a little
from,
bit.
like, mouth to mouth interaction. I didn't know it was a secret. I thought he was
69.
going to tell you about it.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you know, we haven't really got a chance to talk.
Seth is a very gentle but thorough lover.
Yeah. I really hope my mom's not watching.
Good to know.
Look, it's 2023, Mom. You have to accept your son for who
Times
he
are
is.
changing.
Otherwise, you go to prison.
He really needed that board, and I was really lonely.
Hey.
And it was really cold outside.
It was pretty cold that day, though.
We cranked that heat up to like 84. Got it all hot
Hey.
and sweaty.
We had electricity at Justin's house. We cranked it up.
Wait, was y'all at the barn?
What? Were you watching FNT tonight?
The barn was my basement.
Why?
Oh my God! Is that the was that the feeding the ducks song?
Oh no, dude! Hang on. I got that. It
Oh
was
my
right here.
God!
Oh yeah, that was great.
Oh, it was
Oh.
awesome. Ryan flipped his shit. It was great. They played this for like 20 minutes, and Ryan Kittle finally goes, "Can you turn that shit off?"
It's getting.
Seth walked into my house, and I was like,
Oh, oh, jeez.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna download this, and just add it onto here instead of having to go for it on the
Oh yeah.
to dig for it because it's kind of annoying to find.
I'll tell you what. I had something awesome happen to me today, and something really crappy. So,
Butt sex.
well, no.
Awesome and crappy.
Now so about a year. Okay, it's January. Almost 2 years ago, I filed my 2020 taxes, and realized I had to amend them. So I called my grandfather, who's a CPA. He files my stuff for me, and we file an amendment, and it gets delivered on like the 23rd and all that of April, and nothing happened. I call, because of the COVID crap. They were like, well, we need an extra like 5 months to be able to do this stuff. And so I kept calling, and finally nothing. I just kind of gave up. I was like, I'm never going to see this money. I go to my mailbox this morning, and there it is.
Nice.
So I just spent a bunch of money. I bought $500 worth of ammo.
You know what you can do to save some money? If you switch to Geico, you can save.
You save 15%. Well, that's the thing.
50% more.
I right now, that's the only thing I don't pay, my car insurance.
This podcast is sponsored by Geico. If you enter the code Men's Room 20, you get 20% off.
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
No, but
Oh, okay.
I
whatever.
was say I got movie palette and you got Geico.
Damn.
I was like, holy shit, dude.
Shit.
Dude, so the whole when I went down there to see Justin, I really wanted to take my camera, but I was hoping Matt was going to come down there and we could like video some like commercials. I really wanted to make some commercials for Justin's channel, and I have some great ideas. We just need to like do them, but we're kind of far away.
All right, let me turn that filter up. Guess what we're gonna do tomorrow morning, Seth?
What are you doing?
It's happy and sad at the same time. It's happy because tomorrow we're taking a bunch of
Some Rudy Tooty
firearms
shooties.
and we're going to go down to the farm and have a good old time. It's sad because I just got 2 days notice that after Sunday, none of us are allowed to ever step foot on that farm ever again.
Why?
Why?
Because my uncle is leasing it to a solar farm who originally was going to lease 380 of the 400. No, I'm sorry, 280 of the 400 acres. And now they've decided they're going to lease the entire farm. And starting Monday, they're logging and clearing it out. So
Yep.
Oh, man.
one of the biggest parts of my life is gone with 2 days notice.
Dude,
Yep. So
that
tomorrow,
sucks, dude.
I'm going to shoot a bunch of stuff. And I don't know. I'm going to go poop somewhere or something to leave my mark on that
Yeah.
land.
Clean the kitchen, clean your dookie.
I kind of have the same thing
Man.
happen to me. My dad has this family friend that had this huge plot of land that we used to go shoot on, and he told him like a couple months ago, "Yeah, I'm selling the land." So I now I have to shoot indoor like an animal.
Oh, Seth, I have a new firearm. I've code named the Man Maker.
Oh yeah, what is it?
It's from Sasha Gray firearms.
Dude, what was that gun? I sent you that gun a couple days ago. Yeah, the Tombstone. That thing looks bad, dude. Did you
I'll
see
buy
it?
it. Yeah, if I see one, I'll buy it.
Dude, I'm down. I'm trying to get the load. Come on, load. Load.
No, I got one of those Remington TAC 14s, the hardwood.
Ooh.
So we're gonna go see who can hold on to a 12 gauge, like the little short one, like with some double-aught buck. I got some 3-inch magnums, but I think I'm gonna hold off on that.
This is a first production fed magazine. A magazine
Matt,
fed
have you
production
seen
9mm.
Look at this gun. It's
Dude.
real.
Oh yeah.
This
Yeah.
thing is crazy.
A magazine fed.
I'm not really
lever
sure how I
action.
feel about this.
It's probably gonna be a hunk of crap, but they
I wonder
named
who-
it
Well,
Tombstone.
they're
Let's see if we
naming
can
it
find
after
it.
Tombstone. I mean, it's probably not going to be great.
Well, the movie was phenomenal.
Well, right. No, it's a great movie. What I mean is, how many things like that named after a movie are really
I got
that
a couple
great?
of toys named after a dirty movie that were pretty phenomenal. But
Okay.
Who makes it? POF USA's?
never. heard
POF.
of 'em.
Oh, okay. POF USA's take on a lever action rifle. Tombstone is a modern lever action chambered in a pistol caliber. Here, let me pull it up.
Have you ever shot a pistol caliber through like a subcompact? It is
No.
so fun. Like 9mm through like a carbine is amazing. I mean, because if you put 357 Magnum through like the lever action I got, there's no recoil. So imagine a 9mm with like a stock and some length. It's like shooting a 22.
20 round mag, optional 10 round mag. No, because we're men. We like 20.
20's not even
Accompanies.
big enough.
I know the Tombstone compact overall length is 36 inches. Comes with an ultra lightweight 5.75 unloaded weight.
I want it. I'll buy it. I'm telling
Dude, I'm
you.
telling you, like it's kind of a bad gun.
I mean, then again, though, I'd like to see some reviews on it. But then I'd buy it.
I'll tell you what I want. I don't even remember if this thing still exists.
Yeah, she bad. I just
It
don't
does
know how.
look cool.
I don't know how. I don't know. I have to see. I just never a magazine fed lever action just kind of goes against the. I don't know. We'll see. It could be amazing.
Hey, can I share my screen?
Order.
Yeah, here. What's up?
Oh, this.
The double barrel AR-15.
Yep.
I have
You
two
have a-
guns. One
You've
for
got
each
a
of them.
zero. You have to zero one barrel, and then you have to zero the other one. Then you have to zero them against each other.
You know what that gun says to me?
My penis is small.
Yes. I regret having a micro penis.
Look at that thing.
That's. Oh wait, here it is. Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Can you imagine walking into PSA like that?
Man, you gotta tell me.
Oh,
Tell
sorry.
me, it's all good.
Ryan Late, I miss you.
Yeah, dude.
He's walking the dogs. That's code for getting away from the damn computer while Justin's on the podcast. You know, I show him and his channel so much love. I have no idea why he hates me so.
I'm kind of retarded.
I mean, that's always been against my odds, but
I'm playing this commercial. Forget it. Who cares?
Still a town out west that was
Hell
built
yeah.
of silver and made infamous by the gunslingers iron and lead.
9mm
done.
wasn't even available back then.
And their righteous
Justin,
protection of family
it's
and
a movie.
friends in the face of
It's misinformation. That's what it
the
is.
cowboys who tougher than nails.
I'm gonna go back
That's
to
Sam
that mountain
Elliott.
and find
This
Big
makes me-
Fella Hall.
USA,
This makes me feel like Yellowstone.
the tombstone.
I'm not gonna lie, that commercial makes me want it less.
Clever action.
It's just not good advertising.
They're the northwest town of the same namesake, while bringing the iconic platform into the modern era.
Do they know who their target audience is?
Why is there a razor? in it?
Dude.
I'm just riding a razor on my farm.
16.5-inch free float heavy fluted barrel,
Which is
Double
13
force
inches
plug.
longer than your penis.
Optimized handguard
14, thank you.
front and rear QD attachment points.
To let people know you're a
Ringside.
neighborhood commando.
Proprietary double-stack single-feed 20-round magazine, completely ambidextrous controls. A flat
For the
face,
weird left-handed
2.5
people out
pounds,
there.
single-stage hammer half-cock, and the
Be careful.
Just like your penis.
throw edge,
Oh my God, it's late.
oversized lever
My wife is
Oh.
left-handed.
rapid actuation.
Oh my God, Lape, you're here.
The tombstone is right at home on the open ranges of the
You're
They
so
did get the
beautiful.
word cock in there. I noticed that.
modern-age shield.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what?
I said half cocked.
Lape, why do you have such a beautiful face and not share it with the rest of the audience? Like, what are you doing, man?
I'm not
Labe
wearing
lives
a
in the
shirt.
middle of BFE and he can't like turn his camera on or else his phone will like stop.
Oh,
there
there
it
he is.
BFE.
The man, the myth, the legend, the one and
Well,
only.
since Caleb isn't going to be on camera, I'm moving him.
Okay.
Well, put it this way: my mother sent us a Christmas card from Cincinnati, Ohio, and it took 2.5 weeks to get here.
Google is making me verify everything before they'll pay me for my AdSense, including sending me a letter to my house for me with a pin to verify my address before I can get paid. And I'm still waiting on that 2 weeks later.
They couldn't do it by email.
Oh, I had to do email verification, bank statement verification. I had to send pictures of my driver's license. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. Like YouTube does not want to pay you.
Yeah, I just sent a
Yep.
Christmas card to somebody and I said Happy Eastern Orthodox Christmas, which is tomorrow. So there you go. It's technically not late. So there
Cover
you
all the
go.
bases.
That's,
We'll help you get her
that's
done.
pretty good.
Well, the guy looked like he was only shooting that rifle 20 yards.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want one, but they're like, what is it? Where was it?
Probably $2,000.
I'd rather buy
Yeah,
a
it was
cigar.
It was over 2,000.
It does say, right? No, hang on. Where is it? Where are you at? Oh, for the black is 1962, and for the it's got a flat dark earth is just over $2,000.
Why they make the black one a cheap one? That's racist.
That's discrimination, man.
I say that. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, I had to find it. I was like, "Where is it?"
I mean, I've certainly paid over $2,000 for a firearm, but I don't think I'm going to pay $2,000 for that firearm.
It's kind of.
They do make that sound. I can verify that.
I don't think I think the most I've paid is $1,200.
Sadly, I have an addiction.
Oh, I
Yeah.
do too, but right now I can only afford ammo, so
2 gun
that's why I
safes
keep
to
buying.
prove it.
Justin,
got-
don't tell nobody. Shh.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
since I've seen you, Seth, it's went up by like 3 or 4.
Shit.
I got the SIG 365X macro. I got the Remington Attack 14, the 870 that's like 14 inches long. I got the Smith & Wesson 686 Plus.
I'm gonna come.
What else did I get? And then I got a SIG P229 Legion.
I'm gonna come.
I've got a M9.
And that was since that. What was that, Seth? Was that right before Christmas?
Yeah.
So yeah, follow my channel and send me Patreon dollars. I'm broke.
Emotional damage.
Are you saying that in 11 days you've bought 4 guns?
That is correct.
FBI.
Oh, I'm on every list they have. I'm telling you right now, man. Like I'm on
Holy
every list
crap.
they got. They're like, this guy has a concealed permit. This guy owns more guns than the local National Guard.
I'm assuming you don't have kids.
I do.
No?
I have a 3-year-old.
I don't know people that can afford guns and kids.
I have like,
2. I have 2 kids and guns.
I have more. I have just about as many jobs as I have guns. That's why.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's probably why.
There's literally not. Friday nights are the only night I'm not working. And Matt, what was I doing when you first got here? What did I have to stop and do when you first got here?
Probably
Part
working.
of financing BS.
So yeah, I'm always working. And the customer called me at 7:00 wanting financing. So it's like, yeah, let me stop my Friday evening and get you signed up because you ain't save your money.
Are y'all in the same room?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I put them side by side.
Oh, okay, I was like, you looked over. I thought you were just looking over because I thought you were just looking over because you're the same. You're next to each other. That's hilarious.
He's very paranoid. He's always looking over his shoulder. He's got a lot of enemies.
Ah, shocker.
If she wants the rocker, get out of there. But yes, I have a slight problem with purchasing of certain things.
Metal throwers.
The way,
Dealers.
the way I look at it, I've got an inventory and a journal. I told Caitlin, if I die, you know what? Put Ellie through college on my firearms.
There could be a lot worse things to spend your money on.
That's true.
Did you?
Yeah, if you listen to Matt Walsh, everything I spend my money on, except guns, is bad.
Yeah, right, dude. What's the deal? He was sitting there saying something about adults buying toys was like stupid.
I really want to do some sort of reply to that, but I'm too chicken shit to do that.
If
I'll do
adults
it.
stopped buying
cares?
action
Where's it?
figures, that whole market would collapse.
Where's he at?
oh,
Where do
yeah.
Kids
I re-
buying.
where do I
How many
reply
kids
to
are
that?
buying that? shit?
What, Justin?
Where do I reply to that? I've got great answers for that.
I think it's on Twitter.
Yeah,
What?
no, I wanted to do a video, like an hour long.
Do
Well,
it.
I don't think an
here.
hour. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing like a 5-minute video because I mean I've got a truckload of toys behind me, but I mean realistically, like who are you to tell me like that I'm stupid for
If you are a
know.
man and if you pay your bills
Yep.
and you take care of your children and you take care of your family and you make sure that everyone's fed, that your bills are paid, you're doing everything a man's supposed to do.
Mhm.
I complete
Yeah.
F you to anyone that tells you what you can and can't
Yeah.
spend your money on. Like if
Amen.
toys
Right.
make you happy, man, life is short. Buy what makes you happy. If you can afford it, buy it. Like
Mhm.
you only get so many trips around the sun. So do what makes
Exactly.
you happy.
Oh yeah, amen. Ken said it better myself.
If you like toys, I mean, I've got some, which is funny that like I have a ton of like action figures, and like ironically, I've bought like 2 of them. They're all gifts that people give me. They're like, "You like The Walking Dead? Here's an action figure." But you know, I mean, if you like it and it brings you joy, get it if you can afford it. Don't put toys over your kids, but you know, other than that, have fun.
Did y'all see the meme? It says, "I'm afraid when I die that my wife's gonna sell the stuff
for what I told her I paid."
Yeah.
My fiance is going to be like, "I've got 243 guns. I'll sell them for $75."
Terrifying
I am gonna hit her up a week after
I'm
you
gonna
pass
not
away.
even be in the ground, and Seth's gonna be like, "What you gonna do with his guns?"
Just got to arrange for a letter to be opened only in the event of your death, telling the true value.
Oh, if I was to die tomorrow, they would open my gun safe and they would find a journal with everything inventoried and the value of it. And I've got stars between, like I've got little star asterisks on what is higher value, and then I've got L's on what's lower value. And so yeah, I've got all that.
And like what's likely to go up.
Yep. What is going to get you money? What is a cheap gun? You know, and then I've got some that it's like, don't sell. Give this one to my brother. Give this one to Matt. Give this one to Cameron.
Give this one to Caleb.
Seth, you know, you get the Python.
Yeah. Oh, are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Are you drinking?
No,
he's drinking too.
I swear to you, it's in my thing. Like there's my 1969 like Model 29 goes back to Cameron. Matt gets his P90 back that he sold me.
He gets his own beer.
My brother Clay gets one of my Berettas, and you get the Colt Python.
I love you.
Please ensure Matt gets his own beers in my fridge back.
Oh yeah, no, I've got certain ones where they're going somewhere for some sentimental value.
Which one's the Python again?
Which one's what do you mean? That's the one Rick Grimes uses on The Walking Dead.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Matt, fetch me my Python.
Is it out?
I mean, it can be if you put code in.
I mean,
what's the code?
Hold on, I have to mute the mics.
Yeah. I hope it's a good thing Matt remembered to mute his as well.
Anything here read lips? Anyone here read lips?
Justin controls both. Justin's got the Rodecaster Pro 2, and he's got this just about. I mean, it's his is a lot better than mine, but I mean, you know, he's got control.
Seth, my old one.
Yeah,
I love the sign you got, by the way. Yeah,
that one. Oh yeah, that was a gift from my fiance, and I was like, I can find some way to use that. And Matt, that gun safe is very organized, so please, when you pull the Python out, don't mess with the stand.
We gotta see it all crash down.
Go. There's the Colt Python.
Right.
And no, Matt's not sitting beside me, and I'm not pointing the gun at him. He's
smart.
Oh yeah, Rick Grimes. If I die, Seth. But yeah, so there's the Colt Python. That's the 6-inch model, the same one that Rick Grimes uses. And I tell you what, they're not hype. If you ever get your hands on one of these, like you will 100% understand why people throw so much money on them. I've never in my life felt a firearm that smooth. I'm gonna block out my camera. I have to go do something naughty now.
How many rounds you put through it?
It's the typical 6-shooter. Here you go, Matt. If you can, because you understand my OCD, please try to put it back at the angle that it was at on the stand.
You're gonna open it back up later. And it's gonna be all jacked up.
Probably.
No, slightly off angle.
There's just something so satisfying about opening it and everything has its place.
I've seen those videos.
That is Justin's channel. I'm sharing the link right there.
Surprisingly, we never talk firearms on that channel. So if you're like, don't like firearms, don't worry. I don't pull them out that often.
Yeah. I talk about
other stuff.
Let me just whip this out.
Like right here.
You don't have to put the code in again, Matt. If you just turn the knob, it locks it.
Good to know.
Right there.
Is somebody going to help that poor man?
Matt, what are you doing?
Anime Night says sweet gun.
You get it?
Yep.
All right.
What's up, Anime?
Thank you.
Hey, Vinland Saga 2 season, or Vinland Saga season 2 coming out soon.
What is that?
It's the anime. It's the anime on the Vikings.
Gotcha.
It's
Dude,
the only
you
one I've ever
sounded just
watched.
like the So Good and Tasty guy.
Where you at?
Good and tasty.
I tell you, if my desk was clear right now, I'd pull out everything I've got, but it's not clear, and it would take too long to clean it all up.
Dude, so I went to Lynchburg. A friend of mine was going through some financial troubles, and he had a nice collection of guns, and he sold me the whole collection for insane price. So, like, we're rolling out of Lynchburg after a backpacking trip. I've got like 2 AKs, a 44 Magnum. I've got probably about like 8 to 10 guns in the back of my truck, and I rear end somebody.
Oh my god!
I'm like, oh my god! Now the cops are gonna show up and be like, oh, it's a domestic terrorism situation.
Fast and Furious.
Fortunately, no cops were called because I'm pretty sure everyone involved was highly intoxicated except for me. So basically, a woman ran across the road chasing her dog, and the 2 cars in front of me slammed on brakes and slammed into each other, and I slammed into one. So no cops. But I was like, never had an accident in my entire life, and go figure, the one time I'm going to be involved in an auto accident is going to be when I've got an alarming amount of guns in the back of my truck.
Come on, man.
That's what I would have said to the cop. Tommy, where'd you go, man?
I'm kind of retarded.
Don't say that about Tommy.
Tommy.
Look, this whole muting the screens thing.
Oh, he said
We all-
BRB. That's why. He said that 1 minute ago.
There we go.
Charlie, calm your titties, man. Oh, did you?
Yeah. Drop some mad dookies out
Let's
there.
see. Take a shit in my yard again.
Yeah.
I've told you about that, man.
So 2023, how's the year treating everybody?
Fantastic, minus the COVID.
Not
Yeah,
to-
I guess.
Now that he's awakened, it seems like everything's going well. It's not going great considering what happened to the Bills game.
Dude, all right. So all right, great transition. So what was that, Sunday
Those are my
night?
boys with the Bills,
Monday night?
Billy boys.
It was Monday
I think it
night.
was Monday night because I was off. Well, no, I was technically called that day, but the next day as a robot.
Robot.
But yeah, I needed like 33 points from Joe Burrow, and Joe Burrow was rolling. He already thrown a touchdown. I was gonna win, and it happened. And so now I'm being forced to give the other guy 10 points this week because I probably might have lost. It's like, fuck off.
Man, ain't that about a bitch? You know, I used to be really into football, and in the last like 8 years, I know nothing about it now. I know none of the players.
I kind of gave up.
Oh, I was a
I gave up
Steelers
on it.
fan, and it was when the Steelers were playing Green Bay in the Super Bowl, and the Steelers were just acting absolutely horrific. Like it was like prison gang fights out on the field. And I was like, I'm
Oh,
done.
jeez. Yeah, dude, what's so crazy? Oh, that's not me, is it? No,
Me.
That's me right there with the dreads.
What's crazy
Oh
is
man, I heard about that. I never saw it though.
it's such a normal hit.
Watch right here.
Hope that he's going to be okay.
Gets back and just falls back.
Bam.
So we'll
Yeah.
take another break here in Cincinnati.
I got hit with a baseball in the face like that one time, and like was good to go, and then woke up on the ground. Where's the echo coming from?
I don't know.
It ain't Matt's phone this time.
Here,
That's,
I cut mine off. See if it's me.
It's not me.
that's coming like internal. Let's see. I've got
It wasn't me.
I've got echo cancellation on mine, so I don't think it's me, but it just went away.
It just went away.
No, I heard it again. Oh, no, I didn't.
Killing.
Man, it was
This-
sharing the video that did it.
Just
Yeah,
like
that was
my
weird.
sexual performance. It was there
But,
1 minute.
yeah,
gone
it's
next.
it's so weird because that was such like a normal hit.
Yeah.
And there was no like there's nothing that looked like, Clowney from 2010 or anything like that. It was just a normal side grab tackle. And
So, do y'all think he'll be back, or you think he's done?
It's gonna be a while.
I don't know.
So he's definitely done for the season. Definitely.
Yeah.
But I think it's probably going to depend on what they have to do to make sure he's okay. If they have to put a pacemaker in him, he's done.
Yeah.
If it is genuinely a 1 in a million type play where I think the last time we've seen something like this was like it was 2006 in a hockey game or something like that. Then statistically, I think he'd be okay if he played again. If he could physically play again, and it wasn't like it happened once, so now you're more prone to it.
Well, it's also, you got to think, even though it's just like a freak accident, the team would still see him as a high risk.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
there's that too. Yeah.
There's my mom in the chat. Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom. I'm sorry for
Hey.
any bad language I've used.
She's here. Yeah.
The whole
Mom, that's
time-
Justin.
The whole
That's
time Seth
Justin.
was at my house, he turned down almost every drug I offered him.
He's a good boy. That said.
I wish my mother would call me back.
Dude, wait, what?
I said I wish my mother would call me back.
Call you back.
Well, she's dead, so.
Oh.
I've
Wow, dude.
They
What a
have,
downer,
they
man.
have people for that.
She leaves him alone.
Dude, like, how you gonna? I mean, hey,
No, dude.
Now I understand.
I do that joke all the time. The second I die and get to those gates, my mother's gonna be sitting there waiting to yell at me.
Now I'm just sad.
yeah, dude, like I don't even know how to continue on with that one.
Lisco, Virginia says, "Nice to meet y'all. Nice to meet you."
That's
too.
my mom.
Oh, nice to meet you too, Seth's mom.
Miss Seth's mom.
Hello.
You raised a fine young lad.
Yeah, so I was sitting in Matt's chair, like
This is my
2
chair.
weeks ago. Whatever, I was sitting in it.
Look at all my
Get
backpacks
out
and
my
stuff
chair.
behind you. It's all my hiking gear and stuff. It looks cool.
I used to love hiking like that.
And then my shit pipe going right above it.
Don't talk about my.
There's a
dookie
big split in that, and it's almost at the 90. So I'm gonna have to get off my lazy ass and replace it with PVC sometime soon. I just don't want to do it. And plumbers
Hopefully it
around
doesn't
here
leak.
Are so hard to find.
Because that would be gross.
Well, like right now, it's duct taped. Good old, good old Southern
Hey.
tactics. I found a crack on top of the cast iron. What did old Justin do? Wrapped about 13 pounds of duct tape on that bad boy.
There you go.
But you know how to do solder.
I mean, it did work. I mean, it's just all it needs PVC. I mean, it's really not hard to replace. I just don't feel like doing it.
Well, I'll tell you, there's something great for replacing and fixing shit. As a man, I was trying to find. This is kind of a lame thing, but I was trying to find a display table for these Lego sets I'm getting ready to make, and not a damn thing. Couldn't find anything that I wanted, and I finally found something that looked good, and I bought it, put it together, and realized it's about a foot smaller than I needed to be. So I figured, you know what? I'll cut the legs in half, and I'll add 9 inches of wood in the middle of them, and screw them together. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it worked. It looks great now. You can't even tell.
I put together my daughter's plastic Disney princess bed the other week while I had COVID. I felt like a man.
There you go. I built a workbench out in my garage, and Tommy can attest to it. I built it like I had this great idea. It was all in my head, and once I built it, I realized that I was too short for it.
Dude, you're tall too. How are you too short for it?
Because it comes up to here.
Oh my god!
I don't know what I was
Seth,
doing.
measure twice, build once.
Well, it's perfect, and I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm just gonna build me like a step stool. And, like
I was
Thinking
gonna
of a
say,
big,
just
tall
build
like bar stool to sit on.
yeah,
But
just
it's-
build like some step things.
Yeah, there you go.
so, but the
It's
cool
not
part
wrong.
about
It's just
it,
not finished yet. There you go.
the
Exactly.
cool part about it is I've got like $40 in the whole thing because I used free wood from pallets and stuff.
There you go.
There you
4x4s, post. The only thing I bought was like I think I had to buy like 2 4x4s and a box of screws. But like all the 2x
pallet bar. Like
it's
one of
all
those-
2x4s and 4x4s.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
I want to build a pallet bar outside,
Let's do it. I got a
But-
whole bunch of pallets.
but then my fiance's dad, who literally like, there's this giant Mexican restaurant here that's like super popular and it's big. What is it? Viejo, Mexico Viejo. Okay, my fiance's dad like built that whole thing by himself. I mean, like I think he had one helper, but like built the whole building. So the dude can build anything. And I wanted to build a pallet bar, and so for Christmas he just like legit took a barn apart and built a bar out of it.
That's cool.
So I've got a barn bar in the man cave.
Barn.
Is that the table that I was sitting at?
Yeah, the one right behind the couch.
Right. Oh, okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah, built that out of like old barn wood and like put the finish on it and everything. Yeah,
Yeah, I noticed. I was like, man, this is actually pretty. Like you'd walked away. I was like, that's a nice table right there. Like I was
her dad
checking it
built
out.
that. I come downstairs. We had Christmas here one year, and we had it in the basement. So like her whole family was here. When I came downstairs, there was a bar wrapped in Christmas paper. And I'm like, I wonder what that is.
That's funny.
Looks like a bar. It's a
That's funny.
Toyota.
So, my dad played a joke on me one year for Christmas. We were talking about funny Christmas presents. He bought me my first concealed carry pistol, which was actually kind of too big to conceal carry. It was a SD-40. It's a pretty huge gun to conceal.
Yep.
But anyway, he took and put a water gun in the gun box. So I unwrapped it and I was like, "Oh, dude, yeah, all right, cool. I finally got something." Well, then, like I start unwrapping some more presents and I'm like, "Yay, cool, whatever." There's a frying pan that he wrapped up like in the shape of a frying pan. The gun was actually in the pan. So when I unwrapped the pan, I was like, "Okay, it's a pan, cool. Cast iron skillet, yay!" And there was a gun in it.
I remember like one year I got a Glock 21 from my parents for Christmas because I had just wanted one so bad. And my little sister was like 17, 18. And like my dad raised us all. Like, I mean, I've been shooting since I could walk. And it's like my dad raised us all with like gun safety and shit. My little sister picks up the gun, looks at her fiance and is like, "Hey, Trey." And I was like, "Kendall,
Oh god,
what are you doing?"
Oh, I have a similar story like that. We were a bunch of family were like we're celebrating one of the aunt's 50th birthdays, and her brother. We were all at her brother's house, and so her brother's like, "Hey, Caleb, you wanna go shoot my 22?" It's like, "Sure, yeah, why not?" And so he brings out. He's got like 2 of them and a bunch of other shit. And so he brings out 2 of them, hands me one, and hands my other cousin one. And this cousin decided to walk downstairs after I'm shooting into the lake. And
poor fishes.
Yeah. She walks down the stairs,
Fish
looks
lives
at her
matter.
boyfriend, and goes, "Hey, Brian!" and aims at him. And I don't care. I've never seen so many people go, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!"
Nazi fags.
What the hell?
I don't think that fit.
Does it really need to?
That's what she said.
There's a dirty video back in the days, kids, before you could just get on your phone and log on to Pornhub. There, back in the day, people had dirty DVDs and videos. And there was one that started with this girl, and she's like, "That's not gonna fit." And like to this day, we still have this inside thing where if you're doing something, you'd be like, "That's not gonna fit."
That means you're gay.
Seth is just so happy to use videos.
Yeah.
Guess what, motherfucker?
Everything that guy just said is bullshit. Thank you.
I'm gonna try that one day, Corey.
It's a little long-winded.
But I'm lucky I don't have my videos.
And the first thing you gotta learn if you're gonna be a race car driver is you don't listen to losers like your know-it-all teacher. Teacher wants you to go slow, and she's wrong, because it's the fastest who gets paid, and it's the fastest who gets laid.
Oh, beautiful movie.
Okay, so I haven't got a lot of information on Hawkeye. Has anyone looked it up, see what's all going on with him?
He posted a selfie the other day. Or I don't know if he did it.
He's alive. I was so sad when I heard Jeremy Renner was in like critical condition. I was like, please no, don't take Jeremy Renner from us. He seems like the coolest of the Avengers cast in real life. Please
What
don't.
happened to him?
Yeah, a snow plowing accident. Like the sheriff said that like he does it every year, but when it snows, like he gets in a snow plow and plows his road for all his neighbors and stuff. And he had some kind of accident, but was in critical condition there for a while. But he seems like he's gonna be okay.
Plowing snow?
Dude,
You should have seen the machinery he was using.
He got hit by it.
Hey, did he get hit by his own equipment?
No. What happened was he was plowing out the roads for his neighbors, and there's an echo.
It's whenever Seth shares his screen that we get an echo.
Yeah.
Is it?
Are you clicking the right button when you
What
go
button?
to share screen? When you share screen?
Do you share audio?
Yeah.
Yeah, because apparently the audio is going there and it's looping back into your to your board.
How?
Yep.
I don't
know.
It's your computer audio that you're listening to because you're not listening to us.
There is no computer audio. It's all coming through the board.
I'm just saying, when I owned that Roadcaster, I shared screens a lot, and that never happened.
You didn't really share screens that much because I had to remind you.
Yes, I did. I'm the reason why you love that video from Resident Evil because I shared it on our podcast.
I'm pretty sure I pulled that up and I shared screen.
No, I watched that podcast not long ago, and it was Matt and I podcasting, and I showed him because it starts with Mario and Cell.
Well, good.
and
I'm
Smash
glad.
Bros.
I'm happy for you.
I'm
happy.
So,
hey, but that was the original, the first selfie he posted since the accident.
Yeah. Oh, hey, look at that. It's not echoing anymore. So what'd you do?
Nothing.
Oh.
Oh, hey, Anime Night's waiting in the background. What's up, Anime?
Hello, everybody.
He was sharing an image and not his browser.
Okay.
But I don't have. I mean, there's no audio coming through, so there's no way it could be.
Well, how are you sharing the audio of the videos you put up?
Everything is coming through the Rodecaster Pro.
Seth, are you good at breaking into cars?
Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Because Jesse,
sorry,
from
I
the
got legal
podcast-
representation saying not to.
Jesse from the podcast is at Walmart and she's locked her keys in her car.
Well,
She
Walmart.
asked me if I had a Jimmy. I was like, I have a clothes hanger. I don't know if that'll work, but
Oh, you're Walmart? Oh no, I'm not. I'm too far away for that.
come on, Seth. Be the hero. Like Enrique Iglesias said, I can be your hero, Jesse.
Did she really lock herself out?
Yeah.
Oh no.
She's at Walmart now, like stuck.
Dr. Coffin, you flirt with my mom?
Hey, I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. I don't know how long ago that picture was taken, but she's not bad.
You don't have to be lonely at the men's room.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that was back from like the 80s.
Well,
Not saying.
Yeah.
It's a very friendly pose
Jesus.
there.
All right. Well, see ya.
Did you kick it? Glorious.
So anyway, yeah.
I knew that was a risky move.
So not only did Jeremy Renner get run over by a snowplow, Kent Block wrecked a snowmobile. That was
That's
not that funny.
sad. That's
Oh yeah.
That sucked. But yeah, and people are already jumping all over it. Like, oh hey, they should retire 43. They should give 43 to his daughter. They should do this. They should do that.
I mean, when it's Ken Block, I can understand.
Oh, I didn't recognize the name for a second, and I was like, "Who the hell are we talking about?" Yeah, no, that
One of the
that's
sickest
crazy.
drivers of all time.
Yeah.
Founder of Hoonigan.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. That's sad. 2023 is already trying to take some big names. You don't have to be lonely. I love it.
Stuck in my head now.
Matt, enlighten us on your day. You've been quiet over there. Tell us what is. I'm going to grab a beer. You tell them about a day in the life of Matt. Seth, make Matt uncomfortable and blow him up so he's the only one on the screen.
No, this week sucks. Like
Tommy, you got control of that too. You could do that because I'm arguing with the not really arguing. I shouldn't say arguing. I'm discussing with the Fandom Collective on things they could do a little bit better, but whatever.
Ooh.
Me and Caleb
let's leave that until we're not live anymore.
Welfare, yeah.
Yeah, this week was absolute garbage. Like healthcare as we know it is done. Like if you get sick, tough. Like, oh well.
What do you mean?
Just like healthcare now, like it's just an absolute joke. Like nobody cares anymore. Everyone's burnt out. Everyone's working like with like so few people with so many sick people. We actually had a staff member at our hospital end up catching a patient's bed on fire this week.
What?
Oh, wow.
I know, like how does this even happen? So a staff member decided to heat up some wet towels in a microwave.
Dumbass.
Yeah, I know, to make a warm compress, and which ended up like making an arc or something, but and the mattress ended up combusting. And we've been doing a lot of work at the hospital this week, like where they have to disable the fire alarms. Like we didn't have any active smoke alarms.
Oh, wow.
So like if I were a lawyer, like I'd be salivating.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
hard
can
right now.
can I get the patient's name, please?
Caleb's like, can I come over there?
Oh my God!
Caleb is our unofficial legal counsel. Caleb, I'll give you $1 for retainer fees for
information. I would love to give that information, but yeah,
Have not even don't because you'll break HIPAA.
I know.
Have not even gone into practice yet, and I could win.
I
that.
know this. What? Yeah, you wouldn't even have to try. Like it'd be a slam dunker of a.
I'd literally walk it. Nurse Ratchet.
So Nurse
tell me what you
Dumbass
did.
Lit this patient's bed on fire. I mean, inadvertently, but still, they didn't go against like proper like biomedical, like actual proper, like approved heating sources, and ended up catching the patient's bed on fire while the fire alarms were deactivated.
See, that's the part that I really like.
Oh yeah, like if you were a lawyer, like this would be a slam dunker for a prosecutor.
Yeah,
he
like,
is a lawyer.
The thing beforehand was we were like literally the room next door to this one, we were gonna go up and do a procedure, and they say, hey, fire alarm in such and such room. I'm like, yeah, we ain't going up there till they call this one clear. I'm not getting trapped up there for an hour. Oh, and it only gets worse there too. The patient that we had to do a procedure on, like he would respond to stimulus, but like he was not cognizant. So like I could not get in touch with the family members. Like, hey, like they want to do this procedure on this patient. Like we need to get consent to do this. And no one was answering their phone. I called my doc like, hey doc, this patient's not responsive. I can't get in touch with any family members. Like, I don't think we should do this. Like, well, it's implied consent. We'll go ahead and do it. I'm like, oh my God, like you want to do a procedure on someone that they can't even agree to it.
Aren't there some states that have laws that basically say if you can't get in touch and it's life threatening, it's implied?
Yeah, and that's what he was going off with. But I mean, that's still some gray territory.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, it's implied consent. Like he needs it done. He's got volume overload with fluid. We need to get it off of him. Like, yeah, I'd still really like to make sure someone gives us they're okay to do this.
That is just that's nuts.
It's been a real.
Caleb over here salivating. He's like,
I know, yeah. Like, oh my gosh, like,
boy.
please give me give me some
Oh
detail.
my God.
Yeah, it'd be a real easy. That'd be a cakewalk paycheck for a prosecutor.
Oh, why is Justice for Marilyn Manson trending?
What happened?
Did someone try to I mean, I'm not a fan of the guy, but didn't someone try to cancel him?
Yeah, a
Ashley
year or two
Morgan
ago.
Smithline's lawsuit against Marilyn Manson has been dismissed without prejudice.
Which means she can bring it again.
Okay.
Or he. I'm assuming it's a she, but
yeah, it looks like she. Ooh, there's
a
web, and
it's not always evidence.
Well,
yeah, traps exist for a reason.
Trying to see. Case dismissed January 3rd. The court has officially dismissed the lawsuit. Upcoming hearing canceled. Bigger news of the day is the court is officially dismissed. There was a hearing on 113 that is now canceled. Case closed. So if it is without prejudice, you say it can come back?
Yeah. So without prejudice just means that it
we got bots. Hey, you guys wanna
Yay.
Here's my girls. Yeah, buddy.
That's been happening lately.
Yeah, well, YouTube's more interested in making sure that creators are diverse rather than making sure bots aren't the thing anymore. Okay, now I'm curious why Tim Cast is trending.
Oh, what was that?
Wasn't me.
Sound like somebody's shaking some paper over something.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake.
My papers are highly organized.
Myocarditis is trending. Dr. Peterson. Ooh, I heard that echo.
Yeah, I think JLO's coming back down.
Who got the echo?
Manny Dubs, whatever you vaping smells good. It smells like a Pop-Tart. Ooh, what is that? Oh, hey, there's a podcast going on, isn't there?
Oh, hey, didn't even notice it.
Thank goodness I put the clothes back on.
Yep.
So what y'all talking about? What did I just jump in on?
What's
There's hot girls available in our chat. I'm just trying
sexy
to
singles.
Oh, man,
my
hot girls
God.
here. Let's go there, Seth. That's the kind of
You got a
screen share I
porn
wanna
bot?
see.
Yeah, we got porn bots. Yeah,
Matt,
there's
is that
hot
the
girls
porn
right
account?
here.
Hey, you made it.
Hey,
There's hot girls there. And there's hot
Justin,
girls there.
you need to talk Seth into getting an Oculus.
Yeah, you totally need to get an Oculus. I'm trying to get by Walmart because rumor has it our Walmart has PS5s, and I just have not been free enough to
Yeah,
go
go
by
give me
there
a lock
today.
and go
You
buy
should,
one.
After we go
Like-
shooting tomorrow, remind me if I forget to go by Walmart and buy a PS5. If they
You should
have
get a real console and get an Xbox.
Hey, Troy.
No, you
my
said real
friend-
console. And
My
with
friend,
that, why I'm
comic
getting the
book writer
PS5.
Troy Hickman.
For once, me and Justin agree on something. It's PlayStation or nothing.
Yep.
So,
all the way.
Cute.
Justin,
I got
have
a
you
sex
tried
box.
big screen on the Oculus yet?
I don't even know what that is.
It's,
the
it's
movie
an
thing?
app to where you can watch any movie for free. Any movie. Any TV series, and you watch it in a theater with other people. You can make it to where you talk the whole time.
I would
And
kill you
everything.
if you talk all the whole
yeah,
time.
yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
Well, you can mute everybody in the room and just watch the movie. But a lot of
I
people like
would.
to. A lot
Hey,
of people like to
you know-
talk for it.
We could watch that, and we could watch Doctor Strange, and then we could describe our feelings to each other on why I don't like it and why Justin loves it.
It was a fun romper.
Right. I'm glad Matt and JP agree with me. It was a
I'm
fun
somewhere in
movie.
between.
Well,
on that one.
we should do a watch party like an EFAP, and that way we can like go through and watch it. And,
Electronic fap.
yeah, every frame
Every
of pause.
Every frame of
Every
pause.
frame of pause.
Oh.
We can break
So-
that thing down.
Guess what else is trending?
No, I don't want to because I don't want to enjoy a movie and have Seth being like the negative Nancy. Like, see, that writing, that's bad writing right there. They should have done so. Like, dude, I like it. Oh my God. I don't give a shit. I like it. It's a fun movie. I mean, if I was to dislike everything that had bad writing, my selection of things I enjoy would be about that big. I would.
Sam Raimi saved.
That's not all that's that big.
Listen, I sent you that.
The fuck?
That one penis picture. You said you wouldn't say anything.
Bad.
But no, I everything out there has got shitty writing. The Walking Dead, I love that show. It has got some of the worst freaking writing of
at times.
It's awful, but I love it.
Well, I'll tell you what.
It's The Walking Dead has had long stints of terrible writing. I mean, like Negan, they have. I mean, don't even get me started.
The Negan saga was pretty rough.
Lost. I love Lost. It has got some horrible writing in it, but I love it. I enjoy it. I'm not paid to be an analyst, so I'm not like analyzing every little detail of like, oh, that doesn't make sense. Or that. Now, the only thing I will say, what was it? The last season of Game of Thrones, that is unforgivable bad writing. Like just
that was bad.
It's just indescribable. Like that's one that I will turn into Seth and analyze and be like, literally, you spent whole seasons.
House of Dragons is not bad.
I really like House of Dragons.
Yeah, I really like it. You can, if Dan ever has time again, we'll eventually finish up our rating of the episodes.
Yeah,
I've only seen the first 4 episodes so far. So
well, that's all we rated.
I got it for my wife for Christmas. So
I've really enjoyed that. It gets better. It's one of those shows that I like because it gets better and better as the episodes progress. You know, it's like first few was like, it's all right. I like it, and by the end of it, I was like, oh my God, this is awesome.
Yeah, the episode 8. That's all I'm going to say. Episode 8.
Oh,
yeah.
Have to keep watching.
I wish I could erase it and rewatch it.
I got a lot of dirty movies I feel that way about.
Here's my opinion on a movie or a TV show. This is what the director Howard Hawks said. A good movie and has at least 3 good scenes in it and no bad ones. So in my opinion, Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse was a decent movie. It had at least 3 cool scenes in it. There was a scene with the zombie Doctor Strange. I thought that was cool.
That was awesome.
The problem is
he's fighting with the magical notes. That's pretty cool. It does have some stupid writing in there, but I don't think it had any that had a whole bad scene in it.
Right. I agree.
Y'all need to watch Violent Night.
I really want to watch that.
I do want to see that very badly.
I low key saw a few scenes here and there at the gig I'm at, but I'm gonna leave it at that. I could safely tell you it is actually pretty funny, so we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it's hilarious, and you get a backstory that's really cool. A very good backstory.
There you go, Troy.
What are you doing?
Hope that helps, Troy. Troy wants a
yeah. Well, I guess they can be gay.
See, Seth, I can get down with his opinion of Doctor Strange. I don't mind when somebody doesn't like something I like. That's fine. Like, you can not like things that I like, but when they try to tell you you're wrong for liking it, that's where I'm like, dude, that is so dumb.
I never said that you were wrong for liking it.
You basically said I was wrong for liking it.
No, I didn't.
Seth, go watch your old podcast. We had an hour-long conversation where I was like, I liked it. It was a good movie. And that's
I was there for that
shitstorm of like, but this and this and this and then I'm like, okay, but I still like it. But it's bad writing. But I like it. It's terrible. But I like it.
That didn't say you're wrong for liking it. I just point out the bad.
You cannot say that. Doesn't sound like you're telling me I'm wrong for liking it when I go, I like it, and you start listing reasons.
I have never once said that anybody's wrong for liking something.
In Seth's defense, that movie does have a heap and hepping of woke in there, but I could just kind of ignore it.
Everything does now.
I know.
Yeah,
No,
It's sad. Everything.
you have to kind of just ignore it unless it's too bad.
It's like if I chose not to like everything that had some woke leftist, super far left agenda in it, I don't think I would watch anything but Fox News.
But see, that's the thing. Like, there's a culture war out here, and they are after the entertainment industry. They want to force you into to being okay with what they're shoving down your throat.
Right.
Look past it.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's all Hollywood's always been that way. Whatever's progressive has always been in Hollywood. That goes back to the beginning of Hollywood.
We need to push back with our wallets. Stop watching the crap.
But if I like it, I like
Well,
Doctor Strange.
I know that.
So I'm happy to give him my money.
Like, well, you know what? Do the thing that I'm about to do with my tablet, my old tablet, Tommy. Tommy, where you at, Tommy?
Download a lot of
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Yeah, I'm about to send you a tablet tomorrow, and then I'm not going to the movie theater for stupid movies that I don't want to support.
No, the great thing is sometimes you get to see it before it hits theater.
Well, whatever. I don't care, man. I'm tired of stuff like Disney. I'm tired of Disney. I'm tired of all that crap. It's all junk.
Seth,
and
but you hate everything, man.
No, I don't. There's a lot of stuff that I like.
Every time I find something I like and I tell Seth about it, he instantly hates it. I could be like, dude, there's this new. I hate it. I haven't even told you what it is yet.
That's not true.
Fake news. I hate it.
That's not true.
It's like, dude, I just judge stuff on how I feel after I get
Lape
done
left. He said he got to run.
I'll tell you the thing that kills me the most about some of the recent things, like Doctor Strange and Kenobi, are now we're getting like leaks and footage and pictures of what like the original plan was, and it looks so much better. And you realize the only reason we got what we got is because they couldn't make it R. They had to keep it PG-13, and it's like, come on, this would have been so much better.
See,
like the episode 3 fight scene with when they go to arrest Palpatine. It's much darker in the it's much darker in the book, and I'm like, damn. But to George's credit, I can see the reason behind it, that they filmed it the way they did. I can see that. I can see the reason behind it. But man, that would have been interesting to see, though. That if episode 3 had a deleted scene, I would probably watch that scene over and over and over again.
The one that I want, and I've only ever found like pictures and the script. I've never found actual deleted footage. But the one where he tells Padme, "Look, I've known all along, and I've just stayed quiet because it helped him and it helped y'all, and that kind of stuff." And it's like
I feel like
a great scene.
I feel like that would have probably at that moment it would have probably shifted a little bit. Like, look, I know and everything. I'm not angry. Why didn't you guys tell me?
Yeah.
And just left it at that, and he'd be like on his way, and then that would be the end of it. We would still get the scene where she goes on the ship and he sneaks aboard. It would not mess up the timeline. Everything would still progress as is.
I can't wait to rewatch them.
I think we can all agree She-Hulk was abysmal.
As an attorney, it makes me even angrier.
I watched 2 episodes.
See, now that's where I will agree with you on. Like, some people do like agendas, and it's like it's subtle, but it's there. It's like She-Hulk just was like out the gate with it. Like, hey, men are terrible. You're the worst things ever. Here we go.
Plenty of twerking.
And
it was so bad. The only thing redeeming quality was that Daredevil showed up.
I'm almost afraid to watch that because
did anybody else get blocked by Dan Slott?
Oh, dude, Dan Slott sucks. I quit when he got rid of. Well, what sucked was he got done writing Spider-Man. I hated his take on Spider-Man, other than when he did what was it, where Doc Ock was in Spider-Man's body. Whatever that Spider-Man run, that was pretty good.
Spider-Ock.
No, it was something Spider-Man, like Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It was Supreme
The Incredible
Spider-Man.
Superior Spider-Man.
Superior Spider-Man. That was a good arc. Other than that, I thought Dan Slott was terrible. Then Nick Spencer took over, and it was even worse. So, like, I do not like Dan Slott one bit. But I've
It's like you trade one asshole, and then you get an even bigger asshole who doesn't know the lore or how Spider-Man works.
It just was terrible. It wasn't interesting. They tried to do the whole clone, like their version of the Clone Wars. It sucked. And then it was like you had Nick Spencer took over and turned it into like a Disney cartoon. It was, but anyways, Dan Slott. I've never been banned from his public stream, but that's one comic writer. Him and Michael Bendis. I could probably get myself banned from.
I got blocked. He posted the out today Spider-Man #4, and the cover is.
He back to writing Spider-Man again?
I guess maybe.
Oh God, why?
But the cover is a bunch of spider characters with one that looks like Carmen Sandiego, saying something like Peter Parker is dead. Yeah. Meet the new Spider-Man. And I thought I was a little clever. I was like, you know what? That's incredible, because all I've thought about for years is how annoying Peter Parker is. It's not like he's been constantly rated the #1 superhero countless times or inspires people to greatness. Good on y'all for getting rid of his obvious toxicity. # save Spider-Man.
Hey, did you guys like, or Caleb, did you like when Nerdrotic had Miles Morales as Miles Morales?
That was great.
Trending?
That was great.
Justin,
what was trending?
Miles Morales is Miles Morales.
I saw that. That was pretty hilarious.
Peter Parker Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, what's so funny is people get so angry, and then you're like, okay, go pull up any Miles Morales comic book, and it's not called Spider-Man. It's called Miles Morales.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think there's a Spider-Man that's like probably in the top left corner or something. And just like the Marvel logo.
Justin, do you get down with Miles Morales?
Hell yeah, he's freaking awesome.
The only reason I'm not really a fan of Miles Morales.
Have you read his comics?
Some of them. I haven't read a lot of them. But
dude, his comics,
the ones that I've read, he succeeds by doing the same thing over and over.
Well, that's any comic, man. That's why I got out of Marvel and DC. It's literally the same stuff over and over again.
Well, so see, that's the thing. So most of the comics that I've read are 30 or 40 years old. So, with the exception of the Blackest Night and Brightest Day. What's so funny?
Caleb, did you watch Friday Night Tights tonight?
Yeah.
I didn't. So I just seen Chrissy Mayer.
Yeah,
what she wore.
She's dressed up as the guy.
Wow!
She gets it.
Forgot what day it is.
Yeah, she gets
February 6th.
Yeah, she gets the paint all over her face later, and she's got a small little finger width blue mustache for a little bit of the show. But they
that's funny. All right. Anyway, sorry, Miles Morales.
They had one joke on there that I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if who's the guest? David something?
Oh, Dave Landau.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he was making yeah.
Instead of walking around shooting CO2 canisters and dying every 5 seconds.
Tommy, what are you watching?
A clip from a game.
Oh, we can hear it.
Oh, my bad.
Miles Morales. What I like about Miles Morales is I don't like a lot of the new characters, like Ironheart. I don't really care about.
Yeah,
a lot of the like younger versions. What I like about Miles Morales, because as much as I don't like Brian Michael Bendis, he's written some really good characters. He wrote Jessica Jones that had some really good runs to it. I love Jessica Jones, but like what I like about Miles Morales is they set him apart. So like, you know, he talks about he was talking to one of his friends in one scene, and he's something to the effect of, the difference between me and Peter is Peter pulls his punches because he truly doesn't want to hurt anybody. Every time I get into a fight, I can rip this guy's head off, and I have to convince myself not to do it because of bad press. Like, you know, Miles is, I like that they created him different. Like Peter's stronger, but Miles, I like the way they did Miles. I can get down with Miles Morales. He's one of the only like, hey, let's not be original and come up with a new good character. Let's just rehash an old character in a different race or different sex. But like Miles was written better. I like Miles Morales. I can get down with Miles Morales.
I don't know enough about him to comment.
Yeah, I think
Into
it's
the
just
Spider-Verse?
Yeah, I did, and I liked it. It was cool.
It was all the new ones coming out, man. I'm stoked. That was like watching a comic in motion.
I'm not a fan.
I
wasn't really a fan of the graphics, the art style. I mean, but
surprise.
But I mean, it just kind of gave me a headache.
He did say he liked it, so
I like the story. It's just
Seth can't give you I like it though.
I was never able to make it through the first 5 minutes of that because it was giving me a freaking migraine. So
yeah, dude, it gave me a headache, man. I mean, I love it. I bought it on Blu-ray, and I've got it downloaded to where my kids can watch it anytime they want to because my kids like it. That's cool, whatever. But it gave me a headache, man.
That's because you get
same here.
I used to ride roller coasters without Dramamine. Now I'm like, all right, let's ride. Let me pop my peels first. I had an ex-girlfriend one time, right? And we went to King's Dominion, and she bought Dramamine because she got real bad motion sickness. She thought she was supposed to take 2 before every ride.
Oh my God!
By lunchtime, after riding everything at King's Dominion, she was like legit sitting on benches and falling asleep.
I assume she's dead now.
Well, I told her, I was like, what is wrong with you? She was like, I don't know. I'm so sleepy. And I was like, how many Dramamine have you taken? She was like, I don't know. You're supposed to take like 2 before you ride. I was like, no, you're supposed to take 2 like every 6 hours.
I was wondering why this bottle was already empty.
Oh, but no, Miles Morales is one of like the Marvel, like new generation that I can get down. Most of the other alternatives are pretty terrible.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the Miss Marvel's awful, and what's the most annoying thing is she could be good. Like in a vacuum, the story isn't bad, but it's how every single time they've either put it on screen or put it in a comic, it's been terrible. That Avengers game that came out like 2 or 3 years ago, I thought it was going to be great until I saw she was in it, and it was going to be about her.
Like the main character.
Yeah,
right?
It was going to be about her bringing back the Avengers, and I'm like, okay, look, you could definitely do that storyline. Maybe don't use a superhero that 10% of the population is aware of.
You know what I'm looking forward to that I know Seth isn't looking forward to? The Last of Us series. I cannot wait.
Why?
I have not
like.
I have not.
You do realize I really like that
for,
game, right?
I have not been more excited for a series in a long time.
Hey,
like,
how old's that girl?
About 14.
I'm not saying anything creepy. I'm not saying anything creepy. How old's the actress?
I think, but
how old's the actress?
Well, I don't know how the actress. I know they said in the first game that she was like 13.
14.
I'm going to say I've only ever heard 14.
Yeah, she's 14 in the first game.
But
Seth's going to hate it. I've got a Last of Us 2 statue on the way of Ellie when she.
What's crazy is it part 1 or part 2?
Part 2.
Part 3?
I don't mind being the only one. I loved part 2. Loved it.
I've never played them. I'm an Xbox guy, so
loved
I
it.
just don't. I would have really liked to have played it and then got to Abby, got killed, and then just walked away from the game.
See, but you haven't played it. You got to play it to get attached
But
to the characters.
I mean,
you watched video, but you have to
I watched
play
an entire gameplay.
You watched, but you didn't.
I watched
play.
the entire gameplay.
I'm going to be with Justin on this. I'm going to be with Justin on this. You've got to play the game.
Why do
you watch cutscenes?
Have you ever played Mass Effect?
Put the hours into it to have the respect
I watched.
and understand.
I watched like
you
it was like 24
cutscenes.
hours.
Have you ever played Mass Effect?
I did not. I mean, I did watch cutscenes.
You have to play it, Seth.
Why do I have to do the same thing I just did?
Because you haven't done it.
It's totally
Seth,
different.
have you ever
taken control?
One at a time.
You haven't taken control and played the game.
But why would I want to after I've already watched somebody?
You haven't made the decisions. You haven't sat there and thought. For example, if you play Mass Effect.
No, but what's the decisions in it?
So I don't know. I can't say anything about Last of Us.
I'm just saying you have to put
Mass Effect wise
into it versus watching it. Like I can't judge a game based on watching someone else play it and be like, I hate that game. Well, I've never played it. I can't tell you that.
But
I hate it. You can say you don't like the story, but you haven't played it yet. You need to play the game to get the full effect.
But I watched it.
I agree with that.
The entire game.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah,
I mean, that's fine, but I watched the entire game and I don't like it.
But you got to play it.
I will play it. I will play it on Coffee Gaming.
What's your favorite? What's your
favorite game?
Synopsis of a movie and then being like it's a terrible movie, but like you didn't watch it. You read the whole story, but you didn't watch it.
Well, that's not true because I mean you still watch it.
Seth, what's your favorite game?
I don't know. There's a lot.
That's everyone should know what their favorite game is.
BioShock Infinite,
Fallout New
Mass Effect,
followed by Last of Us, followed by Last of Us Part 2.
Oh,
Resident Evil is my favorite game franchise, but after Resident Evil like 4, it just completely went off the rails.
So
I mean, I like all the Uncharted games.
Uncharted was great. I'm really sad to hear they're making a new one.
Are there decisions? You make decisions in Last of Us, don't you?
No, not really.
Oh, really? It's
see,
just,
that's what I'm talking. I don't know. I was like, where are you coming from with the decision stuff? Because there's none in there.
I just feel like you have to play the game, put yourself through the paces, go through the trenches, get through the hard levels and stuff. Like I don't feel like you can watch a game. You did,
but you didn't do it.
You never played
it.
You watched
watching someone.
It.
You watched it. You didn't play it though.
If you watch someone play Halo and you you watch them jump into the frigate at the end of 3, it's not the same as when you finally make it because you've died 5 times going through that last level.
You've got to. You've got to play.
I don't understand the concept that you guys are talking about. I watched somebody go through die a whole bunch of times.
When you watch someone,
it's not just cutscenes.
But I'm saying you didn't play through. You watched someone play it. You watched someone
a
decide
playthrough
to go ambush or to go stealth. Like you didn't play it. You've got to play the game itself.
When you were growing up, did you ever? I mean, yeah, you had brothers and sisters. I had a cousin. Who lived next door. Our favorite thing to do was to get together and play video games. He was much better, and so I was pretty much just watched him play the whole time. Does that not count as being there?
No, not at all.
No.
Why?
It depends. It depends. What game were you watching him play?
See, we switched,
Vice City.
We handed off the controller back and forth. So like they
every once in a while, but still, like he was by far a better gamer than I was. Like I wasn't that
terrible
good.
at it, but I'm not gonna sit and watch somebody play. Like I was still gonna play. You know,
I didn't have a system then. He was the only one that had a system.
Spank my ass in some games, but like when I could actually beat him or beat the level that he beat, like it was rewarding.
It was I'm
better
than you at something.
I went to a friend of mine's house and he had been playing Doom, and I was never really a big Doom guy. I mean, I played the originals, but it was just kind of like, okay.
When you yourself accomplish it,
and and he was stuck on a level in the new one, and so he hands me the controller, and I beat it, and I was like, yeah.
So if I played The Last of Us 2 and I still hate it, like
that's fine. Now you've earned the right to say you hate it because you've played it. But like you can't watch someone play.
So I have to go through all that time of doing it again, even though
play it yourself. I feel like you have to play it yourself. Like I don't feel like you can like watch someone play it and be like, oh, it's a terrible game, but like you've never played it.
Did you watch?
Why?
You might come out and go, you know what? I don't like the story, but it's a fun game to play. You can't judge how fun it is to play watching someone else play it.
So
do you like Rings of Power?
You haven't hidden behind a refrigerator and been like, all right, do I want to use the arrows, the explosive arrows? Do I want to ambush this?
But I've played The Last of Us 1 before, so like I feel like it's the same mechanics.
Well, let me say
it's the same mechanics generator. I mean, it's the same.
It's a little different.
Like what? Well, what's different?
I mean,
No,
you got
Tommy,
different
shush. Tommy,
enemies.
shush.
Wait,
You've got different enemies. The AI interacts with you different than they do in the beginning. They charge you a lot more in this one than they did in the old one. I mean,
Barely,
it's a different
depending on
play
level,
game.
depending on your,
Seth,
depending
you
on your
got to
settings.
play the game, man.
I've
you're
watched
judging
it.
this
I
off
have
of watching
watched.
someone
I have
play.
watched a playthrough.
I'm just saying you, need
have
to
to
play
earn
it.
those cutscenes.
No,
Thank you.
no, I don't have to earn it when I can just sit there
Yes,
and
you
watch
do.
it.
No,
When I
this
can
guy,
watch
that
a
video I
100%
sent you,
completion.
The thing about Last of Us 2 that blows my mind is this guy did this whole YouTube video where he did this experiment where he put up, because a lot of people, not saying Seth did, a lot of people jumped on this I hate Last of Us 2 bandwagon just because their favorite YouTuber said it was terrible because they got butthurt that Joel died. So he posted these questions of his audience trying to get a gauge on them. He put a bunch of BS questions in there and found that 70-something% of people who voted it was a terrible game had actually, in fact, not even played the game, but were basing their opinion off of others' opinions or watching people play it. And it was amazing that the people that actually put the time into the game and played it from front to back, put that time in of playing and actually achieving and yada, 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 a vast majority of them were like, it's a great game. So it was like the majority of people who hated it, of his thousands of people he tested, actually never played the game. So like they never actually played it. They just were basing it off of watching. They were answering questions incorrectly. I'm just saying you got to play the game.
Okay,
If you
but
play it
but
from
how
front to
can
back
you-
and you say you hate it.
What
I'm
were the
still gonna-
questions?
I don't know. I didn't put the
See,
quiz
that's what I'm
up.
saying. Like, I could probably answer them because
Watch the
I
video
watched
I
it.
sent you on YouTube. He has
Where?
the questions
Where?
there. I sent it to you like 2 weeks ago
on
The
Facebook.
transcripts.
to your Facebook Messenger. I said
Okay, I'll look.
this video describes exactly how I feel about The Last of Us 2. Like he points out, yes, it's not flawless by any means, but like here's how I feel about it. Here's why I think it was a good game. And then he talks about how he polled his people that follow his channel and found out a vast majority that said it's a terrible game. I hate it. Actually never played the game.
And I have no dog in this fight, and I don't play many video games at all. But isn't the major bone of contention with The Last of Us Part 2 that they kill the main protagonist from the first game off in a very stupid way, and there's no way to avoid that?
So
isn't he killed by his own adoptive daughter?
No. So
Give him some
the
perspective.
entire theme of this game,
Luke
what I love
Stevens.
what the whole point of this game is, the theme is just that revenge is kind of like that. If you're going to seek revenge, you better dig 2 graves.
Is that it?
Yes. You were
Okay.
not about to play that. Yeah, watch that. But the whole
I just
theme
trying to
is-
find it because I didn't know what you were talking about.
You responded to it. I sent
No,
it
I
to you
didn't.
with something. Yeah, Seth, yes,
Yo,
you did.
you sent me a long
responded to
thing. I
that.
was where was
You
that?
responded with why you hated The Last of Us 2. You said that you had watched over 24 hours, so you felt like
Yeah.
you were qualified to talk about it. You responded to that video.
No, I didn't respond to that video. I responded to your
You
comment.
responded to my message
about-
with the video in it. Like
well, I
you
didn't
responded
respond to
me
the
when I
actual
sent it to you.
the video.
But anyways, the whole thing is
Yeah,
like,
everyone
yes,
go to their
if someone's
corner.
upset that Joel died, I get it. Joel was the main character of the last game, but the point is, it's like this is not Joel's story. This is Ellie's story at this point, and that's something that I'm a big believer in, not necessarily giving the audience what they want, but telling your story, and that's what they did in The Last of Us 2. That's why if somebody's like, I hate it because Joel died, because I love Joel, like, hey, if that made you hate it, I get it. Like Joel was a great character. If that broke you, man, I get it. I hated that he died, but I see what they were doing with the story. Like it had to happen to get to where they went.
I don't hate that he died. I hate how he died.
Don't they kill him in such a way that doesn't make a whole lot of sense? That's what I heard.
Right.
It made a lot of sense. The girl that killed him, her dad. All right, so Joel killed her dad at the end of the last game. Killed her dad.
In the first
Like
one.
This dad was her whole world. She didn't have a mom. Her dad was her guy.
Well,
Joel
it was an
killed her
NPC.
dad.
It was an NPC that wouldn't unlock the door unless you actually killed him. Because I sat there and tried to not kill him, and you can't progress the game.
But anyway, she killed her dad, and so she kills Joel out of revenge. But the whole theme of the game is she killed Joel to get revenge. Then Ellie wanted to kill her to get revenge. And at the end of the day, revenge made neither one of them feel better. Like revenge gets you nowhere. Like it's one of those type themes. It was
I don't know.
very, very good.
I've had pretty fun revenge before.
Yeah, but that takes all of Ellie's character away because the whole time she's like bloodthirsty In the first one, she was wide open and would have done it. Then the second one, she had a change of heart all of a sudden and just lets her live and walk away.
That's the point of the story. Is she
No,
realized
kill
as
her.
she had Abby under the water and was
No,
about
she
to
should have
kill
killed
her.
Justin, I promise you, if somebody kills you, I will kill them immediately. It will not even contemplate it. I will kill them. That's it. I will get revenge, and I don't care about it. It's cool.
Wait.
These opinions expressed by Seth are in no means a promise or exchange for.
Exactly.
This don't count because he's just going to use the gun you're going to give him to do it. He's just going to use that for practice.
I promise, dude. If something ever happens to Justin, I'll go right after the person that did it.
Doesn't that game take place in some kind of post-apocalyptic?
Yeah, it's
Walking Dead type of reality.
Well, it's
20,
a fungus.
the first game is 20 years after the world ends.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're going to forgive somebody that might come back and try to kill you? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Exactly.
Well, the thing is, Abby's not going to come back and try to kill Ellie. That's the thing, man. You got to play the game. Like the whole point is,
they
like,
had an
Abby,
argument in the middle. They had a fight, right?
The thing is that when you play from Abby's perspective, like there's this little boy that Abby is taking care of and is trying to raise and to all of that. So as Ellie's about to kill Abby, like she gets it. She's about to kill her. She killed Joel. She knows about Joel killing her dad. She knows that Joel was not a good person. And she realizes with that little boy in that boat, if Abby dies, that little boy is going to die. They've both been held prisoner by these lunatics for like the last few months. They're both at the point of death. Like she realizes, like, I'm no better than she is. If I kill her, this kid's gonna die. Like it's just like a never-ending cycle of like revenge gets you nowhere. That's the theme of the game, and that's what I love about it. It's not that she didn't kill her and she should have.
I would have killed her and took care of the kid.
There you go.
She became above.
Anyways,
solved.
I don't know. I think that if you think into things, it makes perfect sense and it's very well written. I think if you're a surface level person and you're like, revenge, I would kill you, then it probably is pretty stupid. But I get what they're going for. So I don't know. I like it.
The whole thing is that Neil Druckmann came out and called everybody stupid and dumb for wanting a sequel. They brought it out and they pretty much just put their junk in your face and made you taste it.
That's why it tasted fucking delicious.
Well, that's why it sat on shelves. That's why it sat on shelves for so long.
How did it won game of the year? It's one of the greatest selling games of its time.
Yeah, because they fudge numbers.
Where did you read
They fudge numbers.
Dude, bullshit. Everybody I know played
serious?
Last of Us 2. Matt Doss, JP, Cameron, all my friends played it the day it came out. I was like 6 months late to the party.
That's
Everybody
fine.
I know played it. So how
That's
did it
fine,
sell
but
on shelves?
GameStop adjusted their return policy over it. That game was brought back so much that GameStop adjusted their return policy nationwide. It was not even you could not in Japan. They had so many issues that people wanted to return it.
See, I think the story of Last of Us 2 could teach us something about this conversation.
Is it last year or the year before? Or is 2020?
No, this was 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I guess Virginia is the only place everybody played Last of Us 2 because I could probably count out at least 20 to 30 people I know who like got the game and played it when it came out. And like 90% of them.
Last of Us Part
it.
2 is the 6th highest selling game of 2020.
We're 2 and some odd hours away from each other. And everywhere I've ever seen it in my area was packed to the gills.
That's
it
amazing.
never sold out here.
I guess the mountain folk just aren't fond of The Last of Us 2. Those of us
No, they just don't like. They don't like when Joel dies.
Hey, I could actually see that being a thing, though.
Yeah, that's
we're gonna have to change the thumbnail of this to The Last of Us 2.
I'm excited for the show. I just hope it's good.
Screaming hands.
I'm not excited for Seth to watch the show because I'm going to get in and be like, dude, I love this episode. So like, let me tell you, I've got a list of why it's terrible. Let's start with number 1.
So what am I supposed to do? Am I not supposed to be truthful?
I don't like Ellie. Number 3, I don't like the angles. Number 4, I don't like the color scheme. I'm like, dude, oh my God.
Follow
am I
your
not
heart,
supposed to be
Seth.
truthful?
Follow your heart.
Not to me, you're not, but to yourself, absolutely.
To thy own self be true.
Because it's like, oh, that thing sat on the shelves. That's amazing. Because for maybe in Roanoke, maybe it did. Maybe people in Roanoke just hated it. But like around here, there are tons of people I know. My friend Cameron is one of the most far right progressive. I mean, like he's very traditional Republican.
Far right progressive.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Far right conservative.
Okay.
He is very far right. Last of Us 2 is very PC. And he loves it. He's like, oh, yeah, I see the PC in it 100%, but like it's a great game. So, you know, I mean, people cannot agree with that thought process.
The only time I ever heard of it was spoken of negatively. So that's all I know of it. But
what mechanically in the game is different than the first one?
It's just, I don't know, man. People fight you different. Seth, play it and you'll find out.
Well, I mean, I've watched the fighting.
And you'll find out, Seth. Don't ask me.
There's a lot of people. Hang on. I'm asking you that rhetorically because I've already. I mean, I've talked to people that have played it. I've seen it.
Thank you.
Never mind.
I've seen it played. I mean, all that stuff.
But
and
you've
it's the
not
same
played it, Seth.
But it's the same mechanics.
The gameplay when you've never played it.
I could pick up a controller and play it.
Play it, and we'll have a conversation. Play it and tell me that you felt like it was different than the first one, and we'll have a conversation.
Just play it for like an hour or two.
I mean, I'm going to try to find it used because I ain't paying.
You can get it for $10 off PlayStation Store.
Yeah, but then that money goes to them, and I don't want to do that. I'm gonna try to borrow. I'll know what I'll do. I'll ask Chad if I can borrow his copy. I'll do it right now.
So you do know someone that played it?
Chad, yeah, he's the only one, and he really didn't like it at the end of it. He loved it all the way up until the end and thought it was stupid that Ellie let her walk away.
Which is funny because, again, storytelling. Like, Abby could have killed Ellie, and she let her walk away. So it's like a whole thing, you know. But
the first fight where you play as Abby and you fight Ellie, I just wanted to lay down the whole time and just let Ellie beat me.
So
you mean you want the person playing to lay down and let Ellie kill them?
Yeah, Mahler. The channel is Mahler. I watched his complete coverage of it.
Seth, all I'm going to say is Mahler is extremely critical at times. He really doesn't need to be.
Yeah, it was about 30 hours or so of gameplay.
I mean, I really like most of the stuff, but you also have to remember Mahler doesn't like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Bro, I mean, there is problems with it, and I love that show.
So let me ask this because I'm just curious, Justin. If you was to watch a game to play it, you feel you get a different experience?
Number one, I don't watch people play games. Like I just don't. I play it myself. Like I don't. I'm not the kind of person that can sit for 36 hours and watch someone play a game. Like that's not entertaining to me. I want to play it. So like I don't. I might watch like a sample of like a trailer or like where they release like gameplay before the game comes out. But if I'm interested in it, I'm just gonna play it. Like I don't. Watch like
the only time I watch people play games is if if I'm stuck somewhere and I have like one last collectible left and I exhausted all my options to like pull it up on YouTube. It does help from a standpoint, but at the same time it's like in the most obvious place on the planet and you're like, I've been there 3 times already. And it was hiding underneath a table.
Yeah, like a walkthrough.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking shit.
I've been playing.
That's just not typically what I watch on YouTube. I mean, so a lot of people do. I mean, there's a big market for that. I just
sent Chad a message. I told him I didn't want to pay for it, so I was gonna borrow it.
Seth,
I've been playing.
Get the experience of playing it.
I do, yeah.
Okay.
I'm dreading having to play it because I feel like I've already done it.
Well, it don't matter. You could get done with it, love it, and you're still going to come back and be like, it was awful.
I mean, I will because I've spent, like I said, I spent a lot of time watching it and paying attention to it, watching it. I spent a lot of hours, and I
don't
still
have the time to do that. I wish I did, like to watch someone play a full game all the way through. Like it's our Australian friend.
G'day, fans, air conditions, and other cool units. I just come from the South Coast.
Bloody 3-hour trip, huh?
Well, yeah, it's
3-hour
2.5
trip
hours
on a
plane, yeah.
continent that might not really even be there.
Allegedly there. Yes.
As long as it's not a 3-hour tour.
Yeah, 3-hour trip. Somebody sent me.
I sure hope somebody got that.
I did.
Okay.
Hey Caleb,
I did.
so do you like Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Love it. Love it.
What'd you
Absolutely
think
love
about
it.
Korra?
I've never seen it.
Dude, it sucked so bad.
Speaking of Avatar Airbender, notice they've. At first, I thought it was a coincidence that it was named Avatar because of the use of the bodies, right? Now we've got the Way of Water. The next one's the Way of Ash.
Speak of the dead. Speak of the devil.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what Avatar?
Hey, can you send that to me on Twitter?
Yeah. Hang on. Save image.
That is
Yeah, I
That's
really liked.
glorious.
I really liked the Last Airbender, but I hated Korra.
Yeah, I know. I never saw it.
A buddy of mine was like, "Dude, watch. Just if you ever feel like you want to watch Korra, just rewatch Avatar: The Last Airbender." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And I did. Like my daughter's obsessed with it, and we got like a whole bunch of toys from it. I got a whole bunch of the Diamond Select figures up here on both sides. Toph, Sokka, Azula. I tracked down Azula. That was expensive.
Someone told me that Korra is a lot like the worst parts of Katara, and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I'll never watch it.
Dude, she did not win a single fight until the very last episode. Every fight she got knocked down, and somebody else had to help her.
Well, wait. Hang on, let me think about this before I say it. I feel like that's sort of the same with Aang as well, though. Aang doesn't win a lot of fights.
Well, but
he wins at the North Pole, but that's like it before he defeats Ozai.
When at the North? Oh yeah, at the North Pole. But
Which
then,
was so cool.
That was pretty dope. But The Last of
voice
Us is
probably
trending.
sounded
What's,
weird
what's
there.
the deal? Hold on.
Who's trending?
The Last of Us.
It's probably it comes
Oh,
out.
it's because dude, it's next
Hey,
Sunday,
Rico.
and it shows people get
It's people who've actually played the game talking about it.
Talking about how bad it's going to be.
I played the first one.
Okay, the year okay for I think the next 3 or 4 years.
Because Neil Druckmann gave an interview saying he's changed the entire canon, so I have low hopes, expectations.
I don't like that because if you've made a game and you decide to make a show off that game, you should be bound by what you did in the game.
I feel like though, if you follow the game too closely, then it's not fun. It's like I know what's gonna happen. Like The Walking Dead. Like, you follow
I was getting ready to bring up The Walking Dead
keep the
because
same story beats, but you're like, we
there's-
might change this character with that character or this. I mean, if you like when Resident Evil came out, granted that movie series was absolute dog shit.
Yes.
Seth want to talk about terrible writing? Watch Resident Evil. All of those movies are god awful, but. Like I get the idea of we have to change it up because like if we just do a shot for shot remake of the game, like well, how is that fun? You know everything that's gonna happen. You got to switch it up to make it interesting. I mean, not like Game of Thrones.
Kind of. I mean, I definitely agree with that, but I don't know, man. There's certain. Yeah. I mean, I guess you're hitting story beats, like whatever, but I don't know.
Mild deviations are fine.
I prefer prefer
mild
new
deviations,
characters or mild deviation. If there's new characters or it's a story set in the same universe, but not, it's set around like before or after the game, it's
My
better.
thought is just I've got the game, so if I like that story, I can stick to the game. I'm going to judge the show on its own merit. I'm going to try my best. I try to do this with like The Walking Dead and other stuff to not judge it based on the source material. Now, of course, if they go so far out, then it's like, all right,
Like
what
Rings
the,
of
what
Power.
the shit is this? But I'm trying to judge them both on their own merit. Because if I don't like the show, I can always go back and play the first game, and there it is. It's concrete. It's canon. There it is. But the show is an interpretation of the source material, so I can I don't know. I give a little leeway when it comes to that. I mean, like with The Walking Dead, spoilers, but if you haven't seen the season 4 mid-season finale by
Don't
now,
care.
tough luck. But like, it's Tyrese that gets beheaded in the comics, but the way they did it in the show with Herschel was freaking genius. Like, it's one of the most impactful moments in that entire show, and it was completely done by switching around, like keeping the main beat of the source material, but switching some things. And like, I won't mad at it, which I mean, I was the night it happened. I was like, I'll never watch a show again, but that's because I was so attached to the character. So I don't mind switching things if it's done for the purpose of storytelling, not just.
So here's a question.
Hey, I'll be right back, guys.
Has anyone here played Mass Effect?
Yes, the first.
Okay.
Played Ass Effect.
No, that wasn't a game. That was a
That was
movie.
a game.
Yeah.
We never speak of it again.
That was a cold winter tonight.
We had to cuddle to stay warm.
You guys lied about that movie.
So every time something happens with a video game and a TV show, they always bring up, "Oh, we should do a Mass Effect show." And I think one of the reasons I think you could not do a Mass Effect show is, one, we're not going to get the Shepard that we should get, who's Henry Cavill.
You gave so many choices to the player in that game that it's just like, how do you recreate that in the show?
Yeah, so you'd have
like
to,
what's canon and what's not.
Yeah, you'd have to. See, the problem is, even for people that did Fem Shep, if they started with OG Mass Effect, they played as male Shepard, so they know he's good. So you'd have to go male Shepard because the majority of people have played as male Shepard. So, but then do you go warrior? Do you go biotic? Then what decisions do you make throughout the first game or season, assuming it's one season per game? But then
I feel like that'd be like trying to make a Skyrim show. It just wouldn't work.
Yeah,
you give the player too much control over the character, the appearance, the personality. It's like you character in that game is an extension of who you are. So it's like, how do you convert that into a show when you're like, okay, you have no choice. This is who you're following. So I mean,
it's not
Mass
like
Effect's great. Yeah, but I don't know how you turn it into a show.
It's not like Halo, which still blows my mind that they messed that up.
I haven't watched that show yet.
I haven't either. I'm not going to.
I watched like 3 episodes of it, 3 or 4.
I don't see how you can mess that up. I mean,
Shut up, Alexa.
People
Alexa,
like
shut up.
a setting.
I can't believe you have an Alexa.
Well,
When
it's my
people-
wife's, whatever.
Yeah.
Is Cortana the voice?
I think with video games, people
Can you
get
do
to
that?
be a fan of the
You
setting.
should be able to. It's a Microsoft property. Yeah, Alexa.
Yeah.
I don't know
Alexa's
that.
Amazon.
Well, Alexa's
Cortana's
Amazon.
Microsoft,
Yeah.
Siri, Apple.
Cortana should be a voice you could use, and she should call you
that'd be
Chief.
cool.
Nah. Cortana calls me big stud.
Cortana calls me.
So are we? Oh, Dr. Coffee says you gotta go. Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year's, guys.
Happy New Year.
You have a great New Year and a happy Eastern Orthodox Christmas tomorrow.
I thought it was
Sweet.
today.
I'm gonna
I'm going to celebrate
I
that
thought it was
holiday
today
by
on the
shooting a
6th.
lot of stuff.
As the Orthodoxians would want us to.
Russians? Oh yeah, they'd love people to shoot stuff.
Yeah. But when people are fans of the setting, they'll get upset when they change the setting. When fans of characters get upset when they change the characters. But when you divide the fan base like The Last of Us 2, and then set out to again tell them that they're changing the race and all that of different characters, well, it's not The Last of Us 2 anymore. It's the Netflix adaptation. And people aren't fans anymore of Netflix adaptations. They were in the beginning because they at least had the setting. But when they start changing the setting, that's when I think, because you can introduce new characters and have a different story. It's just
Resident
when they
Evil
start
is the best
changing the
example of that. Have you seen the Resident Evil show on Netflix?
Yeah,
It's
was
freaking
horrible.
terrible. Like the Resident Evil started for like the first 3 games as like this terrifying thing where you were in confined spaces and yada yada yada, and then you like do this open world apocalypse thing, and it's just like that's not like you're talking about changing the setting, and that's what Resident Evil did. It took away the claustrophobic, like stuck in a corner, here comes a zombie in a tight hallway. Like it took everything
kill
about
Mr.
that
Big?
away, and just
In
were
the
like,
end.
hey, here's a
In
whole
the end,
world.
okay.
I think. In 3 you do, don't you?
What's that?
Resident
you
Evil
kill
3,
Mr. Big?
Mr. Big.
Mr. Big?
Yeah, the big white thing.
I'm talking about Mr. X.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, it's not Mr. Big. It's
Mr.
Mr.
Big
X.
is king of the hill.
That's Resident Evil 2.
Oh, that's right.
where-
Mr. Big is a character out of that stupid Sex in the City.
Yeah, no, Mr. X shows up in Resident Evil 2. Nemesis is in Resident Evil 3.
Can you kill them?
You can stun them. You can put them down, but you can't kill them. Mr.
Oh,
X. So in the original Resident Evil 2, you could put Mr. X down, but and that was it. He wouldn't chase you no more till he was scripted to come in again. Nemesis, you could put down to a certain extent, but he would always come back. Now in the Resident Evil 2 remake, you could stun Mr. X, but he'd only stay down for 30 seconds. If you stood right there, he'd stand right back up after 30 seconds.
But how does he kill you? Does he like tear your head off?
No, Mr. X just like punches the shit out of you or crushes your head.
So are they not gonna have David in the show? The dude from the crazy people that eat people in the Last of Us. Sorry, I'm still stuck on Last of Us.
They probably aren't gonna get there yet. In season 1, it's a HBO show, so they're probably only doing like 8 to 10 episodes.
I think
okay.
they're doing 8 episodes and they're doing the apocalypse. So I don't think they're actually doing the.
I was looking through
after
the cast.
apocalypse.
I see Nick Offerman's playing Bills. That's
Yes,
pretty
dude,
good
that looks
casting.
awesome. That's gonna be an awesome casting.
Yeah, but it's the rest. It's the rest of the cast I'm worried about when they. But then again, they have. I mean, Druckmann's not exactly known for being a stand-up guy.
So the voice actor for Tommy is gonna play a character named Perry.
The voice actor for Joel is a soldier, is a henchman as well. Troy Baker, he's my favorite voice actor.
I noticed he was in it, but I couldn't tell like what
He voices characters in all my favorite video games. He's
Oh, yeah,
Bubba
he's
DeWitt and BioShock
Sam.
Infinite. He's Joel. He voices a lot.
Sam
Laura Bailey
Drake.
is my favorite female, and Troy Baker is my favorite male voice actors.
Hey,
Laura
did you see
Bailey
what
voiced Abby.
Did you see what happened at MagFest?
No, what's that?
I think it's a music festival or something like that. They had I think it's supposed to be like a Comic-Con type thing, but for music or something like that. They had a panel called Kotaku's Journalistic Integrity.
Dude.
And apparently we're forced to take it down.
So the chick that plays Marlene is playing Marlene. That's cool.
So basically, journalistic integrity. Yeah, they don't like it when you actually point out the fact their lack of integrity.
It's funny though, because I cited Kotaku like in 2 different things I was talking about in my recent video.
I didn't know Nolan North voiced David. That's awesome.
All right, Justin.
Are you
See
out?
ya, mate.
I gotta pee
Yeah, he's out.
so bad. That's why I'm
See
doing
ya,
this
mate.
in my
Oh.
chair. I have to pee so fucking bad. Goodbye.
Yeah, we're
Adios.
getting out of here anyway. I gotta do some stuff. So.
Peace.
All right,
Peace
see you,
out.
Justin. I guess Matt's just getting removed. Whatever.
Hey, you want to take us off and?
Yep.
Yeah.
See you guys later. YouTube.
Happy
Bill.
New Year,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Bye bye.
Good day, sir.
Later, dudes.
Good night, Jim Bob.
Hell, I got to go.
Peace out.